they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he dey hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Poor man pikin, they the street, they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Mayegun don't come. So my people make you laugh. Oh, yo, yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout. Oh, yo, yo, Mayegun don't come. Oh, yo, yo. Mayegun don't come, man of the masses. Oh,
Hello there.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun diary.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í kó níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Bó bá ṣe
Thank you very much.
Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun diary.
Share this broadcast. Invite your
Wọ́n sì
friends.
tún ṣe é.
Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Mayegun today. So, share this broadcast.
Politico,
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o.
You there? So, good evening to you, good morning to you, and then good afternoon to you from wherever you are joining us from. This is Mayegun live, and tonight I have one or two things to say as usual, right? And then I'm going to listen to other people contributing, which is you can be part of this broadcast tonight, okay? Just say your mind. This is the segment we call the People's Parliament, where you are free if you are kind of bold enough, not just behind the keyboard, you know what I mean? Like coming up and, coming on the screen and say your own truth and go to bed happy and satisfied. So tonight, I have a few wahala because I feel like today seems to be like a wahala day that I kind of, grabbed to launch this conversation tonight. But you can pick anything to talk about, just anything. There is a link in this broadcast, the description, you will see it there. If you are joining us on YouTube, right, there is a link at the top of the comment, pinned to the top of the comment section, right? Click that and join the studio. When I open up the studio, then I'll begin to bring in the parliamentarians. So share the broadcast, invite whoever you think should be here. Just the usual. The usual.
Bọ́bá bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Níjó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù.
Thank you very much.
Àṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù.
So I'm going to try and share the link.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra jù. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Thank you very much. Just before we open the parliament, in the Temple of Truth tonight, there are some updates that I believe you'll be interested in. Probably things that could get you started into the program. So tonight, I have for you this snippet from an invitation. They call it town hall debate for the presidential candidates in Nigeria. So Kalu, Atiku, Kwankwaso, Obi, I don't know, and others were invited. But somehow, Tifnumbu couldn't make it because he is partying in Abuja. Atiku couldn't make it. Some said because he stopped by to watch Arsenal match. Or he sent his deputy, Okowa, something that probably I don't think anybody actually saw that coming. This happened where they are having a supposed town hall debate for presidential candidates. I think it's in Lagos, is it? Or in Abuja, wherever.
We don't want only presidential candidate. We want presidential candidate. Presidential candidate. Only presidential candidate. That's what we want. Only we want presidential candidate. Sit down, look at the presidential candidate only. Whoever is the president, no. We are Nigerians.
Well, I think it's just a delay because, just a short while, there is an image of Atiku arriving Abuja, and I believe from America or maybe from London. You are not so sure these days, are you? So, yeah, that's on the side. Also, the people of Ihima in Kogi State, they staged a solidarity walk for Tifnumbu until something happened. But first, the walk has captured. I mean, it was fun while it lasted, because it didn't take long before this happened. Thank God most of them have brooms. They were attacked by bees. That happened. Also talking about everywhere you turn, wahala, here, left, right, and center, just everywhere. Then this issue of Nigeria Naira that they want to redesign. I actually want to talk more on that before I open the parliament. So let's check one more time, just one more, on the water on the radar, where Showore and then Keneri Dino, they met at a requiem, right, prayer session for an activist that died recently. So when they got to that wake keep, I don't know, like a prayer, gathering for that late activist, Dino, Canary Dino, stood up and he donated 500,000 naira. Like, okay, yeah, for whatever that you can take this. Now, Sowore didn't find that funny because according to him, it's like, well, it's election time. Then, you know, Central Bank of Nigeria want to redesign the naira, and all these thieves are finding every given opportunity to discard the money, right? If I have the right video, it must be this one.
Children will be greater than their father by the grace of the Almighty God. I spoke to my younger brothers, Tosin and Deji, and they told me there's a plan for a foundation, education foundation for the children. I'm so impressed about that. And I'm making a pledge that I'll give an annual donation of 500,000 for that foundation. And I brought the first part of it, 500,000. God bless you. Thank you.
Everyone, you can already see the effect of the central bank redesignation. Politicians are carrying cash over. But that is political season. I'm not here for politics. And I want to
That's sure. Right? I'm sorry if this camera keeps flicking. I'm trying to figure out why, but I don't know. It's gonna make it worse tonight. Hang on. Right. Hopefully. But that was that the politicians are looking for opportunity, every given opportunity, because they now move about with a lot of cash, which could be true. Because from what we have also heard, and I pray that it is a rumor, but you know, in Nigeria, they are not always rumors. Sometimes when people get to release them, I mean, when the information get leaked, right? Give me a sec. Let me take a look at this, my camera. Something is not right, okay? Give me just 2 minutes.
Because as the text we'll be reading will tell you, he said, if there's a problem in the line, and we have problems in the land now, things seem to be getting funnier and funnier. If you don't learn to laugh in Nigeria now, you will develop hypertension. Whatever we've done wrong, particularly we Christians, that we haven't prayed enough. He said, if my people that are called by my name, my people called by my name, Christians, will humble themselves and pray. We are the ones asked to pray. Mercy, mercy, oh Lord, mercy. Mercy, that's just what we should be asking for. Because, I mean, you know what's going on in our country? It doesn't even make sense anymore. Our naira now is not, it's not even worth the paper it is printed on. And while people are hungry, trying to find enough money to buy bread to eat, our bosses are thinking of making the naira more beautiful. Even if you can't buy bread, at least it will look beautiful.
At least it will look beautiful. So let's hope I have fixed the problem. hopefully, until it showed up again. So, like I was saying, or as I was saying, I kind of pray it is a rumor. However, in most cases, the rumors you heard, right, they are leaked info that sometimes can force them to backtrack by denying it as well. We never said that. Do you get that? Or if they have made up their mind, they just go ahead with it. What is that rumor? You know, I told you for the past 4 days, right? The pressure on Nigeria Naira is because those who piled up their cash, the thieves, your leaders, they need to dispose them, and they can't take all of them to the bank undetected. So they are partnering with Bureau de Change, who can give them dollar equivalent. And in that case, dollar became even scarcer, whereby those who have them, Bureau de Change, are selling dollars to these looters at ridiculous exchange rates. What do I mean by that? The looters who stockpile money that they withdraw, that they withdrawn from Oceanic Bank that folded up 11 years ago, and the cash from that same bank with the bank wrap, everything still intact, they won't take that to the bank. So if you want to change that for them, you can choose how much you want to, because you are taking a risk as well, right? So they are exchanging dollars for over 1,500 naira, making it more difficult for real businessmen, real traders who actually needs them for everyday business, their business, to begin to scamper for them. Like, ask businessmen. Because of this, every day, the dollar is, like jumping until pound sterling crossed 1,000 naira. In my lifetime, I would never believe that, ever. Would you ever believe that it is that same naira that Obasanjo met at 25 naira to $1 in 1999? How many of you can believe that that same naira is now over 900 naira to $1 in our lifetime? So that's how much they have done. Now, what they said is that they have stopped people from exchanging dollars now. Whether you are for business, whether you are for anything, no more. Central Bank of Nigeria no longer issue dollar anymore. Before they have relegated themselves for the past 7 years when they brought in middlemen, quacks, rogues, criminals from northern Nigeria to become middlemen of dollars in Nigeria. This is a true story. True story. So what we have now heard is that that's why I said I pray it is rumor. You know why I said I pray it is a rumor? They never do that. It's this. They announce that they are rebranding. The thieves, right, are bringing their loot out. There is no safety net for ordinary people who are going to be badged by the hyperinflation of too much influx of money or naira into your economy. Now, there is nothing prepared, though. They didn't prepare anything to safeguard you. They just told you we are going to do it. Now, if they go ahead and they should decide to just say, don't sell dollar anymore, then black market would then become even worse than what you have seen so far. And the effect of that is this, make I tell you, okay? So far, so good. Ask those who are currently buying, I'll put it this way, ask caterers who are in business of catering for people, and people have to place their order, like place or book their services based on the price in the market. Ask how many of them are currently refunding back the money their clients paid to them, simply because what they thought it will cost to provide that service in the last 2 weeks alone, it has tripled to the point that they can't. They've run at loss, and it's not stopping. I'm talking to you. That is, you have your personal businesses, personal services. that you have to go to the market every day, to procure the ingredients you use for your service. And you know what it is, what it was yesterday, what it is today. You are not sure what it's going to be tomorrow, and how much this is affecting your own business, right? Closing up some of your clients. Like I can't meet up. How many of you have closed down your businesses because of this fluctuating prices right now in Nigeria? Now the whole thing is this: no matter what you are witnessing right now, it hasn't even started. I am not here to make you feel so terrible or bad or what have you, but it is true. Whatever you are witnessing today, you are witnessing right now in Nigeria as a businessman, businesswoman, that you are hiding, or maybe they are promising you 100,000 loan, 100,000 money from these guys. The truth is that what they have done, the value of that naira, has completely been trashed. You know, you have 1 million naira in your bank. You think you are a millionaire, right? The thing is, that your 1 million naira, okay, will continue to depreciate, even though nobody is taking anything from it, Abi, until you realize that your 1 million naira could probably be able to buy you a crate of beer, or a crate of egg. That is when you will understand what they have done to you and what they are trying to do to you. The normal order we have to see is, if you ask me, but the choice is always ours. So talking about choices and all that, tonight I'm going to yield my mic, and I want my parliamentarians to please turn on their cameras. I have about 6 people waiting, and I only have one person whose camera is on, even though I don't know if you can hear me, right? You currently, Tokwe, you look like you are in your bed. That is not something I want to show to our people. If you can kind of, you know what I mean? Like, if you can kind of get a more suitable place that is not too dark, not looking like you are cuddled up in the bed. So to everyone who has brought on their camera, I'm going to begin to bring them on one after the other. So you can pick on anything. Now, this is how we do it on People's Parliament, by the way, okay? You don't really have to, like, just want to say what I've just said or anything, right? You can speak on anything. Use your time, engage, and then others will probably pick up from where you stop. So give me a sec. I've got 2 people cleared. Africa Wahala, what happened to your camera? Now, good evening to you, or good afternoon to you, my people. How are you? Can you hear me? Let me put on your Tokwe. God bless you, Tokwe. So your own microphone is on, and then Silvanus, one sec, sir. One moment. Let's get our names up, which means if you have, brilliant. So I'm still waiting for others. Please, I know you are there. Your camera is currently off, and there's no way I can get you on if your camera is off. It means that you're not fully ready, which is all right. Once you are ready, put the camera on and join us. And everybody who also wants to join us as well, you can also use the link. The link is in the comments, okay? It's called the People's Parliament. Speak your truth and let others speak theirs. So I'll start with Tokwe, and then I'll come back to you, Sir Silvanus, and then others will take the numbers after you, okay? Everyone is invited. Don't just sit back or wait till the last minute and you feel like, okay, now I want to join, but it will be too late because the queue will be too long. So, Tokwe Bankole, my brother, how are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir.
Brilliant. So it's good to have you. Do you mind sharing where you are joining us from? And then where do you think we should take it on from tonight, Baba?
Thank you, sir. I'm talking from Ekiti State, Nigeria. I do precisely.
Fantastic.
You know, the other time you said probably I'm speaking from my bed space, but not really. Right. You know, it has gotten to a stage that I have to think and rethink. Is this a state whereby we want our children to inherit?
Big question.
Now, as at my early 30s, when we are in primary schools, public primary schools, they told us somebody like me is the future of Nigeria.
Yes, leader of tomorrow.
Now I have given birth. You know, I'm inside my room and it's dark. Outside is dark. Baba, you know, I live in Ado-Ekiti and
that's the state capital. Oh.
Yes.
Now,
now
you know, pay electricity bill. I've been at them no give you the light. Which of the two? Because state capital, you're supposed to get light.
Now then no give us the light.
Right.
Now then no give us the light.
You shouted up. Your children are also going to be shouting up NEPA. Their own children will shout up NEPA. Baba, when is it going to end?
We don't know that yet. I want to give a scenario to my fellow people that have this same ideology that Mayegun had. I've been listening to Mayegun over since last year, precisely. I've been listening, and due to so many constraints, sometimes I won't be able to join, but I will be notified. I realize that presently, if we want ourselves to be okay, medically and health-wise, not even as a Nigerian, but as an individual, we have to start looking into our own health, because the system doesn't guarantee you a good health. Even if you have an NHIS, or you have your money, it won't guarantee you a good health presently in this country, Nigeria.
Even if you have the money.
Even if you have the money, even if you are a millionaire. So I got to realize that there are so many cases of cancer, so many cases of diabetes, so many cases that we are having. And as somebody that understood the principle of SDGs, you have to start working on your environment by yourself, not provided by the government. So with this, I got to realize that there are some basic steps I do take. Number one, any waste, either nylon, pure water, you know, in Nigeria we do. All this pure water, this nylon bread, I don't put fire on them by burning them in my environment. That is not. You know, in Nigeria we do. Even the medical doctor wait there for any teaching hospital or anyone, any private self, now money they won't shop. So now you go take care of your own self
and your environment,
preparing your mind towards that. So, and when it comes to this issue, you know, we fortunately I live in a suburb area inside Ado-Ekiti. I don't want to be mentioning names, so I live in a suburb. So, thank you, sir. So now, when it comes to the issue of our environment, that is number one. Then number two, deforestation is greatly affecting we Nigerians. You know, let me give a scenario. Sorry for my other tribes that doesn't hear Yoruba.
Okay.
Sometimes they will say that all those people that call the tree inside the forest, inside the bush, you know, all these wood sellers that they are cutting trees now. Go to anywhere in southwest Nigeria, go to anywhere, they will cut it.
They are not
they will buy
anything.
a ridiculous amount of money, sir, and they will sell to we Nigerians. That now let me give a scenario. Our forefathers, they inherited lands that belongs to us, indigenous people.
That's right.
In your own town. Your forefather hand over to another generation until you get to your own father and to yours.
Yes.
Now, sir, we do not have access to all these things again. Even we are indigenous owner of the land. Do you know what?
Own the land.
We don't even own the land. Talk less of having access to all those amenities on them, on the natural resources on them, like the trees. Why? Corruption. By the time you even plant tree, I had a case of a man. He graduated at his early 30s at one university in this state. I don't want to be mentioning him. Okay. By the time he got married at the age of 35. He has put in for jobs, and this doesn't work. He now went to his hometown. He planted trees, sir. It was last year I heard about a story. I almost weeping. Do you know he was killed because of all those trees? For example, this Millennium tree, because you know at the time they use it for electrical pole and the rest. Why? Deforestation. So, because of all these factors, we as a Nigerian living inside this Nigeria that we haven't probably traveled out of the country, your environment matters most. Where I am presently, I have some little trees planted. I have these cashew, I have pawpaw, I have other trees that are planted here, but I don't know their name offhand. Just
I get your
to prevent your natural environment, making it conducive for yourself, not inhaling all those bad smells, all those rubber connected. Yourself, you have to work on it. And lastly, because of my fellow comrades and fellow people,
parliamentarians, go on.
Parliamentarian, thank you, sir. What is that you eat? Now, for Nigeria, if you go for your work early in the morning, you lakara at bread. For those that doesn't hear Yoruba, that means fried beans and bread.
It's called the bake. Is it not called baked beans or something? No, okay. I think me and you are just like going different ways now. But go on, Baba. I get what you mean. Akara.
Akara. And by the time you get to the afternoon, yeah, for me coke now. For me coke. If you step down, kidding. So by the time you get to the evening and you are getting home, you know, what do you take? Do you take anything organic? Do you eat anything that contains vegetable and leaf? There's so many issues, there's so many sicknesses these days that people spend their money on. And the value of our currency, like you have said, I've read it, I've gone through, is being devalued every damn day. You have to take care of yourself, of your own head by yourself, and your environment for yourself. Thank you, my fellow.
God bless you, Baba. The perspective or the angle you took it from is quite impressive. I have to say, it's about health. Even if we want to condemn the people who have mismanaged Nigeria all this while, sometimes, right, there are little ways that we can make our own contribution by making the environment at least conducive enough that we don't end up in the hospitals that are not there. So I get your drift, Baba. Thank you very much. I like that. Now let me take on others who are also ready. I'm going to go to Sir Silvanus. Thank you very much for your patience. Then Sir Theophilus will come after you. I have two other people who are also already available. I will have them, and that's Sir Yomichi and my man Yuma. So we'll share the slot that way. Hopefully the line will remain the same, and I won't lose any of you before someone finishes. Okay, so Sir Silvanus, sir, it will be your turn now. So let me okay, go on, please.
Okay. Hi, Mayegun.
trying to unmute, then you just took yourself off the camera, sir.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm back.
Right.
Yeah. Hello. Hi, Mayegun.
Yeah, how are you, sir?
All right. I just joined the program now, and I have been following you for at least 2 years. My brother was the one that introduced me to you, and I listen to you every day. Any day that I don't listen to you, look like I'm missing something.
I'm glad to see your face, then. How are you, sir?
I'm very fine. I'm very fine.
That's brilliant.
So, yeah,
thanks so much for joining us. So, please.
Yes. So, today I'm not going to take up your time because I'm at work actually. But I just want to say that I've been following your program, and your program has been wonderful. You touch basically everything that we have in our country that is our problem. And the most thing I like about you is that you are honest. You speak from your heart. You tell people, and you don't hide the truth, whether it's going to hurt you too bad. You know, you tell it like it is. Okay? So our country, like you continue to say, we are just deceiving ourselves. The best thing is to let's go our separate ways and save lives. Because the way our country is being run, there's no country that is run like that. You know, I would say that I might not look as old as I am, but I'm
a lucky guy. You know why I'm smiling, sir? You know why? Every time I check the demography of the people that really spend their time on Mayegun's Diary Political, and I figure out that apart from my own generation who are in our 30s, right? We make the majority number of the people here. We're just about 33%. Do you know those who are next? The people in their 60s, in their 50s, in their 70s. I'm like, I must probably be doing something right. But this, you know, for somebody like yourself to even have a time and say, well, I like this guy and I like how he talks. So it's a pleasure to see you face to face.
Yes, I'm in my 60s. Actually, I left the day you did your birthday. I said, oh my God, I actually left Nigeria before you were born.
You see that? See? Because today, you know, you probably never dreamt that Nigeria will ever get to this stage when you left.
No.
I don't think you did. I mean, you were younger, you were ambitious, you wanted to probably see the world, conquer the world. Now, you've done almost all of that.
Exactly.
8 years after.
Exactly. I left Nigeria just to come and get education and came back. But before that could happen, the whole thing, Pafuka, like our people say, you know, every time I visit home, I want to cry. I want to cry because that wasn't the country I left behind, you know. And then with this administration, this latest administration, the way it has been going is like this country, this is not a country anymore. It's not a country anymore. If everybody is doing what they want to do, the government does what no rule of law, no rule of law at all. And that's why the country is going down. The oil is like, get as much as you can. So, they are running the country with impunity. If you talk, they kill you. You know, there's no country that is run like that.
They intimidate you. They threaten. They threaten.
Exactly.
They do everything to make you feel like, to make you ask yourself, like, I mean, am I still a Nigerian? I mean, people have, and they've discovered that the best answer is, I don't think so.
I don't think so. There's no country that is wrong. Like the best thing is to save lives. Why don't we go our separate ways? I don't see anything wrong with that. Why do we have to be together and keep on dying? And the thing that makes it so annoying is that these people killing these young guys are old people. They should be the one dying, not these young guys. Just because they speak the truth, you kill them. I bet your own children are with you. It's so sad. So my brother, I'm with you with everything you said. It's not like we don't want to be together, but this is not the way to be together.
No, I'm telling you. I told someone, I said, let's be honest with ourselves, okay? Yeah. Even those who still want Nigeria, I don't think this is the Nigeria they want.
No.
Now, if it doesn't give, eventually, your lovely Nigeria that you want to keep, you will lose it. And eventually, as well, you will even lose the people more, because I don't think it will go well if we go violently. I mean, we're still going to be neighbors, aren't we? Even when we become...
And I'm thinking that if we become separate countries, we will develop more because we'll be very competitive. And competition brings about innovation, you know? And then we can move forward from there. if we can be together as brothers and sisters, let's go our separate ways. And then, you know, the countries will become, or the world will be competing with Biafra and then Ariwa and them, and we'll progress that way. I think I will be good neighbors. We'll be, you know, you can move from one country to the other, you know, and progress and stop killing each other. Stop killing each other. It's devastating to see young guys and girls being killed for no reason. For no reason. Yeah, like it's normal. You say something, you get killed. You know, you just everybody says, oh, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to be killed. You know, how can you live in a country like that? You speak, you die. You speak the truth, you die. You just keep quiet and be. I look at it. People that live in Nigeria are being enslaved, but they don't know. They don't know. Some of them don't know that they're being enslaved. You know, indirectly they're being enslaved because nobody speaks out. You speak out, you're in trouble. You know,
and they know that. They know that. I mean, like having the sense of. You know what I mean? Like having the sense of that if I put my face out there and if I say something, my family members are those who are going to first start calling me and say, hey, why did you do that? What's your problem? What's your problem? And all of that. And before you know it, you may actually lose everything. These guys mean, sir, they are blocking bank account of young people because they express themselves publicly. Like 2022.
Oh yeah. And for myself now that lived abroad for 40 years or more, wow. I don't even consider myself as part of that country anymore. I'm here. My kids are grown. They are adults now. Some graduated in college. Some are still in college. They don't even have anything to relate with in Nigeria. They can't even speak the language. You know, they can understand, but they can't speak. So it's like my own part of the part. Myself, I've lost. My generation is considered lost generation. So I don't have any. And it's because of the situation in Nigeria that it drove us out of the country. Even if I go back to Nigeria to live today, my children know they're not going to live there. They just visit and go.
Imagine you having to be treated as somebody that have to work on reintegrating yourself back to your people simply because Nigeria kept us away and they want to keep us that way. They said, stay where you are. God has blessed you. You have escaped. Stop about Nigeria. But what they don't know is that, I spoke to people who have been abroad for years, right? And few of them who actually had a chat with me, they said they have never been so depressed of their return. I mean, thinking about their return to Nigeria ever than now. It has gotten to a stage whereby some of them have actually put it on a perpetual hold. When will you return back? But usually, back then, sir, when people like yourself were living, you had this dream of, oh, I'm going to go for my education, I'm going to be this or that, I'm going to come back here.
Yes.
Until you realize that there is no here to come back to.
Exactly.
Every day they keep making it difficult for somebody to have that trust of saying, I'm coming back here. And they say we shouldn't speak. Lost generation, you call it.
If you speak, you get killed. I mean, it's so, oh my God. You know, that wasn't the country I left, you know. So my brother, if we can stay together, split it up and save lives. And that I borrowed that from you. Break it up and save lives.
Break it up and save lives. It is a simple request.
Exactly.
Fight. Thank you so much. I'll let you get on with your jobs. Yes, sir. And thank you very much for your time.
Yes, nice talking with you.
Nice. So, sorry guys. Sir Theophilus, I'm going to come down to you. Then I'm going to go to Sir Yomi Chizoba afterward. Then after then, it will be me and Yuma and every other person who is also ready right now on the queue. I'll get you all joined, okay? Sir Theo.
Hey, Gumbaba.
Yes, sir. How are you?
It's been a while. I'm fine, thank you. And yourself?
Well, I'm very well. You look so relaxed today. It seems that today is your off day. Is it Sunday?
Well, in fact, not really off day, but it's just that I don't have a special assignment today.
Not so much today. Okay, that's brilliant. Because usually you would either be driving off the road or even just rushing down home to get, all that stuff. But so, it's your turn. It's your turn, please.
How you been doing?
I have been hanging on and surviving. I'm still here, sir.
I know, I can see that. Though I keep watching every day, I'm part of the program every now and then. Though sometimes I'll just be like looking, watching, seeing people like Bolu them and
You have all sort of developed a community on that YouTube that I'm so jealous. Sometimes I get lost, I get distracted, right? By the time I just look on the side on my screen and I see all I'm like, what are they doing? It doesn't seem like they are even like with me. Look, what are they talking about? By the time I come, I'm like, where did I stop earlier? Then I'm like, no, I don't even remember. I'm jealous. Well, I love it. I love the fact that everyone is getting to know themselves, and that's what we are trying to do with the Yoruba Union as well. If you know, that's to build this relationship.
That reminds me, I'm having issue with the Yoruba Union stuff.
Tell me about it, sir.
Because I remember I've joined sometimes before, and at the time I wanted to go back there, and it was asking some key stuff. So I was like, oh, I don't have time. I would have probably talk to you one-on-one on it, but maybe you will explain more better.
I'll tell you what happened, sir. I'll tell you what happened. You know, the first time we launched it and we said every one of us could go on, that same night, over 4,600 people signed up, right? Then we were like, we expected that once you sign up and you take your confirmation and all of that, that's you. Then we decided that, no, we would have to like accept every one of people who made the request. Okay, so then we're like, no, that would be too long. How can you be accepting people one by one, right? So we have to do away with that software and bring a new one that could easily, like when you sign up, you don't need to wait for any confirmation. Okay, you just, once you do what you have to do, you can log in and go into your profile. So within that period, we were like, should we send personal email to individuals to say, go back on there and re-sign up again? Or should I just make the announcement? Now, I decided to make the announcement. I think I didn't just hammer much on it. You might be one of those who signed up then, sir. So what you do is this, sir. When you have the time, just, oh, hang on. I think I lost him. Or is it the camera? Can you hear me? Right. Okay. Yeah. Brilliant, sir. So what you do is that maybe after this program, sir, okay, go back on and re-sign up. Just with the same details. Because we've all those set up, then we've just got new people who are just getting on now, and you'll be able to sign it up.
Okay.
So, by the way, Yomi talks to me on Yoruba Union. Yeah, it's probably what. So Yomi to send me message. Oh, I love this, Mayegun. Take your time, continue to do what you are doing, and all that stuff. Right? It was so private, and that's what we are trying to do: build a community whereby everyone can know everyone, and before you know that, stretch it enough beyond the social media. So,
okay, I'll probably do that after this program. Yima, it's been a while. How you doing? How's your family?
Yima, I will unmute you because he probably wants you to say it to him. You can unmute yourself. Let me see if I can. Hang on.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, how are you, my brother?
I did fine, I did fine.
How's the family? How's the children over there?
The boy, they worry, no mind that. I go soon go give him knock.
I know. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Mayegun and everybody in the house. This is 2022. Then when we were telling them about the rate of Naira at which it's going, some people were like, get away, what are you talking about? How would Naira become 1,000?
They are wishing Nigeria bad, as if to see control of what will happen to that Naira in our hands.
They thought we are not being patriotic, but we were telling them, they don't believe it. Now it's down on everybody. Today, $1 is like 900 and something Naira to $1.
It's about 932. People are scared that some are still getting. Some said that you can get it for 870 something, 880, 890. Or if you announce that, people will bombard you and say how much you get. I'll buy it right now, 890. You get them. So there's no way you get it for less than 900.
I said it on this platform some times ago that when I left Nigeria 2013, the exchange rate then was 165 Naira to $1. That is 2013, 165 to $1. Today, 2022, is a pity. It's a pity. And some of these people back home, maybe they don't understand. I don't know. Maybe they know, and they are like, what are they talking about? They are in New York. They are in UK. They are in Canada, and they should be there. We are back home. We know what is going on. But at the end of the day, we in Africa, we in America, we in Canada, UK, we are going to be the ones sending them money again because they'll be calling on us. And we can't close our eyes totally from them. Now, I'm beginning to wonder. We've been telling them, okay, things are not working. Nigeria cannot work anymore. Sometimes in some years back in Nigeria, I had company of my own where I produce aluminum kitchen utensils. My factory was at Okafa, that side.
In Lagos.
In Lagos. When I was producing. I remember then one of my friends was like, Tio, you better jack back, go to London, go to America. I said, what am I going there for? What am I going to do there? I don't have nobody. I don't have a family there. Why?
Do you want me to go and start doing Denny, or you want me to go and start doing this? I'm a settled man. There are many people like that, sir.
I have a company of my own.
Like, do you want me to go to America and become what? When I'm doing here?
Maybe in the next 5-10 years, expand more. I'll have branches here and there. But my brother, I don't know that Nigeria is a dream killer.
It kill dreams.
The end of the day, I sold all my machines, everything. Sold everything, even the material. Sometimes I'll supply product worth like then 600,000 naira.
So we are talking about 6 million naira conveniently these days.
And come next week, we will have gathered your money. And by the time we get there, instead of getting money to buy raw materials again, they will give you money that will not be able. You won't be able to go back to the factory.
They run you out of business.
They run out of business.
Lost their businesses. Today, they haven't seen the money they hold them because they don't even have any business to push it anymore.
No, at the time I started like, I could have listened to my friend, abandoned all these things or sold them out and traveled to UK or America. Maybe then I wouldn't have, I'll not be in this position. But anyways, to God be the glory.
God be the glory. No be you be this, sir.
Now maybe this, my I was telling somebody, one of my friends, we had a meeting this morning and I said, look, the worst that could happen to that country is if that country remains to be Nigeria from 2023. Count me out. I am not a Nigerian man. I'm a Yoruba man. And if at any day that Yoruba nation will come to stand, then I'll come home. But Nigeria, do not expect me. I'm not coming to Nigeria anymore. I don't want to have anything to do with that country. Imagine Mayegun when Gumi was saying that if they change the color or whatever they want to do with Naira, the terrorists will be demanding dollars.
Yes, he said it.
I said,
he said if they change the Naira, then the terrorists will demand for dollars. So you better think and well. That's his own reason why they shouldn't change the Naira.
And this man is moving a free man in that country. And they are still keeping Nnamdi Kanu. Despite the fact that the court has, exonerated him, set him free, they are still keeping him. Malami. Oh my God. My God, I don't know.
It is well.
That country is gone. It's gone. Well. Nothing. Not even a million of not even thousands of a million can do anything in that country. But people doesn't realize all because of the money.
Go chop, Baba. People will want go chop. We will say now our turn. If you think a million is about Nigeria, then I have a C. I want to sell to anybody who is interested here. Please, I have one big C, very big and very cheap. So, Safio.
Yeah, my brother. Let me allow other people to talk because we have a lot of people on this.
So much, I appreciate you. I'm going to go straight to Sayomi Chizoba now before I go to Yima. So my other parliamentarians, just relax, enjoy it. Sometimes, waiting yourself go use talk, now another person go drop the hints. Now there you go develop yours, I love it when I have a kind of a, you know, a round table discussant, yeah? It's so good. Like, even if you have lost what you wanted to say, somebody will just say something, hey, that's what I wanted. Yeah, I remember now. So relax, enjoy this. Sir Yomi Chizobasa, I'm going to unmute you because it's your shot now, please.
Yeah, Mayegun, thank you so much. Oh, I really appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much for joining us.
In a journey all this while, over 6-7 years I've been following you. I am one of the top fans there.
Thank you.
I think the top fans, I'll be earning it forever.
You know what I'm planning? Yeah, you know what I'm planning? I said that maybe I should open a Telegram, something that will get a bit of a trust for my friends who are all over the world. You know, there are these websites that can design a sort of a thank you card, right, and be posted to everybody all over the world. They do that conveniently, yeah. Somebody like yourself, I always have you in my heart. Like, I wish I could just say something to say thank you, even if I don't know you physically. So thank you, Sayomi.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I actually developed right before your eyes. You can tell how I unravel from to what it is now. So thank you.
I brought many people to watch you. Like when I was in Nigeria last year.
Yeah.
I was telling them about you. Some people said, "But when you come and put in this is what you guys don't understand. See, we just want this country to work. But there's no saying we just want this country to work.
We just want it to work. If it is working, we don't be people.
Just to work. Just to work. Let these people there. I have a friend of mine. It was like, this is the only person that can do it. I was, how do you sure this is the only person that can do it? He's not telling you. If he can do it, he could have done Lagos. A little bit that Lagos. Into something that
just be honest too, as if to say many people who talk about Lagos, Baba, they know I actually live in Lagos. I was born in Lagos. I lived in Lagos. I have properties there. I have families there. Like, how could somebody then turn around and be like, Lagos is a mega city, and we all know what should define a mega city, and we can't see what defines a mega city there, but they are throwing it at us. Shut up, you are enemy. You are enemy. That's why you can't see it. About no be me and you, they see how it be for streets. So it's so insulting. I don't know how you feel about that.
No, that is the same guy that was talking to me was in Turkey right now, doing video of train, all these 5 buildings, you know. I was like, imagine, can you believe that you are in Turkey now, showing people in Nigeria where you are, you know, because you have access to that, to the place now, Abi. You travel with you. I said, imagine, Nigeria is more or less like this too. We are a country that is flowing with milk and honey. Why this one is not even egungun no more. We are not even eating egungun. That is if we see.
Dream of
oh, Baba, see, I in my heart, see Martin Rodun by Nigeria. When I think about Nigeria, there's things that's like it touches me. Except I listen to Mayegun, if I'm listening to Mayegun, I don't want to discuss
solution because
if discussing like this, like maybe 20-30 minutes, I start developing migraine headache at the back. So I don't.
Just me, Baba. The only time I actually feel kind of worried or a bit stressed is mostly when I'm dealing with Nigeria.
Long
family, it could be friends, it could be just random people. I'm trying to like see what can I do, what can we do? You know, that's the only time I feel stressed. Every other thing here, I just feel like I don't get so stressed. I actually thought it was just me. You feel that too?
No, if it's time to talk about Nigeria, once we are talking it's but when I made my points, I hesitate. So because I don't want to have this conversation, like it's not working. This thing is not working. Why can't we go our separate way? If it's not working, can we just go our separate way? And this Malam, this Hausa's people, they don't want, because they believe that clinching into power is their only thing they have on earth.
The birthright.
The birthright, clinching into that power. And you've been there for 47 years now, rotating. And the poorest 10 states in Nigeria is from the north. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Mayegun Baba, I just want to appreciate you.
I appreciate that you actually turn up too. Thank you.
Like I told you, I don't like discussing like
no. But you said your little contribution as well, Baba, is what we are saying. When people can say their truth, this is my truth. I wish there's other way things can be, but there's no other way. So I appreciate, Baba. I do. And thank you.
Thank you. I take my exit. One love.
Now you yield the mic to Yima. So it will be Yima's turn now. Let me unmute Yima. So
I don't unmute myself, Baba.
How you doing?
Well done, sir.
You're so well done too. That's Comrade Yima.
How's the family, sir?
Well, we do all the parliamentarians, and you can keep on Princess is saying hi too. Well, she's not saying hi to you. She was probably talking to somebody there. But anyway, Yima, it's your turn, okay? Let's see what your own truth is tonight.
Good evening, Baba. Good evening, parliamentarians.
Good evening.
When I went on, I hear say Baba Gio network don't finish with Sky Daddy. So I just came to confirm it.
Yeah, now they say Baba will pick call again. When you know, they see Daddy they pick call on other things, right? Yima, to Nigeria issue, they say no. They say what's that thing in the Bible, Yima, that what's they call that? If they don't give you message and you deliver them, what's that will happen?
The one me I know be saying that the network you are calling is no longer available.
It's no longer available. Tell us about that.
But now you know, if your Geo is telling you that he's not hearing from Sky Daddy again, then you should know that there's trouble somewhere coming. One pound now is 1,000 naira plus.
That's right.
Then you should know that there's serious trouble around the corner. Well, the ruffle don't start. Yeah? G5 governors are fighting Atiku. Atiku is fighting G5 governors. All is saying he wants to be Ikoyi Joe Biden is saying he wants to become president.
That's why I don't like me how they say things in front of some of you.
I don't see anybody. You can't keep me for where are they? Come now.
No, nada.
If for the man who don't try and be day jail now. So if you like, come try him. I will put you for inside cell.
And now we'll go use you to breaking news on my
I will use you as a very, very good example of how not to do it. These people are crazy. Your life is going. There's a caller that called, was it? I don't know whether it was 2 days back or so. Why does something? When she said that whoever you vote or whoever they rig into your system as your president, you are in for it.
Exactly.
You are in for it. And she was 100% right. If you vote in Tinubu, you are in for it. Yes. If you vote in Atiku, you are still in for it. If you vote in Peter Obi, you are in for it.
Same of the same.
So some of us are just folding our hands and looking at it as in, me, I love history. I will sit down here and record everything inside this my coconut head. And I will be looking at you guys as you guys will be messing up.
You go tell your son how never to be a citizen. Because a citizen that enjoys his chain and proud about his chain is not something a father should see in his son. By history.
Lie. He will know better. He will know better. And anybody who has half a brain should know that there's trouble. Serious trouble in our country. Your courts are giving orders or giving judgment. Your government is not obeying it. So,
and you're worried.
And you're not worried. So when it comes to your own turn, and the court gives a judgment, do you think they will obey it? Or is it that time that you will not start shouting justice? The whole thing has turned into yam, pepper, scatter. Anyhow, when you see them, you take them like that.
Just take them like that.
You take them like that too. Because you are not serious. They tell you the truth, you want to live a lie. You know what to do, but you are still jumping around in the clouds, thinking that, oh, no, don't worry. When this one comes, you will do this. When that one comes, you will do that. Oh, I mean, my shit. I just the pity some people. When you start,
the way you want share, you don't give them small. Some people don't get pity again. Say, Mayegun, I don't get any pity left. Anybody do anything we collect for my side, as it be so, now banko. So thank you very much, Jima. You still get some pity.
Greet everybody, I beg.
Pity before December.
All right. Well done, sir.
Nice, Baba. You have a Jima. So what happened is that I am going to take a quick break. So then we share slots. When I say slots, I mean for our people who are already on the line. I have 2 ladies earlier. I think I only have 1 left. Somehow, Omoba Princess, you are there. So I'm going to ask Modiu, who is going to take the second shot after you. So Princess will go, Modiu will go next. Our lady that I saw earlier. Alagbaba Ankole, you see, I'm gone there, don't go anywhere. So Princess, Modiu, then I'll come down to Sir Adeniji Opeyemi. Okay, so come to you after Modiu. Please remind me. Sometimes I get lost in the number because I'm so terrible in math. So, but give me a moment. I'm going to go on a short break. Don't go anywhere. Just stay, and then I will be back. Again, for those who said something about Baba Gio earlier, maybe this can also refresh your mind. Just a quick one.
Because as the text we'll be reading will tell you, he said, if there's a problem in the line, and we have problems in the land now, things seem to be getting funnier and funnier. If you don't learn to laugh in Nigeria now, you will develop hypertension. Whatever we've done wrong, particularly we Christians, that we haven't prayed enough. He said, if my people that are called by my name, my people called by my name, Christians, will humble themselves and pray. We are the ones asked to pray. Mercy, mercy, oh Lord, mercy. Mercy, that's just what we should be asking for. Because I mean, you know what's going on in our country? It doesn't even make sense anymore. Our naira now is not, it's not even worth the paper it is printed on. And while people are hungry, trying to find enough money to buy bread to eat, our bosses are thinking of making the naira more beautiful. Even if you can't buy bread, at least it will look beautiful. Oh Lord, have mercy. Do you know that up till now, and this is November, up till now, Daddy hasn't told me yet Put the word yet, oh. Daddy hasn't told me yet that there's going to be an election next year. He hasn't told me yet. We continue, of course, as if there's going to be. I'm saying that Adeboye, I'm not talking of other people. God has not told me yet.